Okay, so this is an example of some work by a fourth grader. The first week we came in, here are his loops. Week 2, his loops are improving. Week 3, a lot of improvement. Okay, this is week 3. Here, we're practicing drawing stars. And here is week 4. Okay, incredible improvement in 4 weeks of practice. A couple of these kids went home and practiced and came back and were able to do it. So practice your loops. Practice makes perfect. If you can do something backwards, forwards, upside down, that means you've really learned how to do it. And remember, you have your own style when it comes to writing. In this music journal for grades 3 through 5, we are practicing tiny loops. Okay, so tiny loops across the page. And when we're done practicing our tiny loops, we are going to draw a Christmas card, and we are going to use loops to decorate our card. So go forwards and backwards. And using lined paper actually works really good because the line helps you stay straight. Now we're going to do the tiny loops upside down. If your loops don't look like mine, it's okay, because everyone has their own style. If I can look at your work and I know that it's a loop, then it's good. Your loop will look like your style, and your drawings will look like your style of drawings. Now we're going to go upside down, the opposite direction. Remember, your hand is on the paper and you're using your fingers. Don't put your thumb like this. If your thumb is like this, you have to move your whole hand. And your hand's going to cramp up. It's better if you use the crocodile grip to do your loops. Okay, after you practice your loops, you might not have blank paper like I do in music class. You can always use a sheet of your lined paper, but I'm going to use this. So cut your paper in half and then fold your piece. The corners come together and then press it at the edge. It's basically a square. Not exactly, but mostly. Now, see, you can open it like a card. We're going to draw this picture. Christmas tree with Santa and some loops to make a decorative border. So I'm gonna do my border first. I'm gonna draw loops going around the outside edge of my card. And I'm gonna turn my paper You see how I'm going upside down and backwards? Okay. Now I'm going now I'm going forward. Now I'm going to go upside down, backwards. Okay, now I'm going to put a circle every other loop in between the loops. I'm drawing a circle. A tiny circle. Okay, close enough. Now I'm going to put a heart between the other two. And when you have crayons and you color these tiny hearts and these tiny dots, it's gonna look really pretty. So this is the border of our card. And this just makes it look more fancy as we're decorating it. Okay, now make sure you can open it up like a book. Okay, so let's draw a Christmas tree. I'm gonna draw a triangle and the trunk of the tree. And this time I'm gonna use loops, and I'm going to do loops around the tree like this. And I'm using the line of the triangle to help me kind of stay on track. Now I'm gonna do upside down loops, right side up loops, to kind of decorate the tree with loops, and it looks so cute. Now I'll do a few Christmas ornaments too, just circles. And with this one, I'm going to do a triangle star. And I'm making the arms of the star long. And then I'll do some little lines like this to make it look like the star is twinkling. Okay. Now some of you will remember some of you will remember drawing this Santa Claus. We're using shapes. So first I'm going to draw a circle. Okay, this is his belly. And I'm going to draw his belt. Okay, his belt should be black. And then he's got boots. Basically drawing rectangles and then the bottom of his boots. And I'll put a little heel on his boot. And they should be black. Now I'm going to draw his beard. This is my favorite part. I'm doing loops for his beard, okay? And then I'm going to do a little head, 2 eyes, and a nose. And then I'm going to do loops up here. This is part of his hat, okay? Draw a triangle that's like going to the side. I think I'll do some loops here. And let's put a couple buttons and then 2 rectangles here. This is his jacket. And he wears mittens. Okay? And then again, they're not floating in the sky, so let's scribble some ground. And then let's put some twinkling stars. These are distance. These stars are far away in the distance, so you can do some little ones and some big ones and space them out evenly. Don't put them too close together. Okay, and there's your Christmas card. And now on the inside, you write your message. Okay? Merry Christmas. Or whatever you want to write. You can write whatever you want to write. All right, and that's a card. And I make these cards because kids, you might not have money to buy a lot of people presents, but you can always make a homemade card and color it and write something special inside for the people that you love. All right, good job.